Think meditation is hard? Do me a favor. Take a slow, deep breath in, and now breathe out. Congratulations. You just meditated. Hi, I'm Krystal Jakosky, and this is Breathe In, Breathe Out, a weekly mindfulness and meditation podcast for anyone ready to own their own shit and find a little peace while doing it. Hello, and welcome back to Breathe In, Breathe Out. I'm Krystal Jakosky, and it's an amazing day. I stepped outside, and the sun was so perfect. And I just really got to take it in. And it just felt like a really great day to say hello and thank you. And we're all here. So it's been a year. This is episode 52. I have been able to be with you now 52 different times, unless you get to listen to these multiple times. And if you do, I love you. Thank you for supporting. I'm just amazed. I'm really kind of in awe and blown away. When we first talked about doing a podcast, some of us thought that it needed to be just kind of a chit-chat podcast talking about little bite-sized bits of wisdom to expand on and help people learn and grow. And some of us thought maybe it should be like really meditation heavy and pulling out some of that, which I do. And I liked both ideas, but I really wanted to marry the two because I felt I wanted it to be something different, something that married the two, something that brought everything together so that we could talk about those little bite-sized bits of wisdom and then bring in a guided meditation that would help you apply the tidbit and see how it felt within you and for your life and see if it could help you improve. And the feedback we've gotten is that people really like that. They really enjoy being able to think about it and then meditate about it and then grab another concept. So thank you for the feedback and thank you for being along on this ride because it's become my favorite part of my business. It's really become this thing where I would rather be here with you enjoying a moment of honesty and vulnerability and just talking about where we're at in life. Within the first month of releasing our first episode of Breathe In, Breathe Out, we were already global and we have gratefully continued to grow. And so I just want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. I have such gratitude for you joining me on this journey. We have listeners in the UK, the Netherlands, Australia, France, Canada, Mexico, China, Taiwan, India, Ukraine, just all over. And I thank you. I sincerely thank you for joining me. And I really mean it when I say, if there's a subject that you would love for us to cover, if there's something you would love us to just chat about, send it in. You never know when we might be able to bring that out. The most listened episode is actually the side of self-care that's most often looked. And that's episode 26. That was half a year ago that we did that. And that episode talked a lot about the difficult things that are self-care too. That might be giving yourself a budget to get out of debt, or having a difficult conversation with someone that's just kind of been ruminating and eating at you, or cutting out toxic things from your life to make you feel better and lighten your stress and your load. It's a really great episode, and I really highly encourage you to go listen to it if you haven't listened to it, or listen to it again and remind yourself that there's some of those things that are not fun. We really don't want to do them, and yet we feel so much better when we do. The fact that this is the most listened to episode highlights the beauty of what we are going towards. I think that as humanity, we are seeking ways to make our lives better. We are seeking ways to improve our state of being so that we can have better connections with ourselves and better connections with the people around us. We're seeking ways to take ownership of our lives. You're here, you're growing, you're learning, you're applying, and I really hope that you're feeling those benefits. I really hope that your life is just that much better because you're applying and you've put yourself higher on that priority list. Because we're all seeking, because we're all learning and growing, because we want that newness so that we can try to understand, I want to take the podcast in just a slightly different direction this year. You've listened to me tell you of my tools, me tell you of the new discoveries that I've found that help and work for me. And it's one thing coming from me, and yet I really want you to hear it from other people as well. So this next year, we're going to have a few guests on the podcast, and I just want to open up possibilities. So we'll talk to somebody about meditation. We'll talk to a shaman. We'll talk to someone who does tarot. We'll talk to people with all these other different avenues and opportunities that you can tap into a deeper sense of yourself, a deeper sense of your own truth. Find what works and what really feels good. Some of them you may never have heard of. Some of them may be ones that you've heard of, but you think they're a little too woo-woo. And yet, I would love for you to listen to the stories. I would love for you to listen to the why behind the what, because I can tell you that these guests that we're going to have on, many of them thought before they got into this, that's a bunch of woo-woo. And then once they got into it, they found how much peace it brought them, how much joy it brought them, and how it really changed their lives. I know that everything is not for everyone. I know that some people are going to want some and leave the others. And yet I really highly encourage you to just learn a little bit more and expand your horizons. And maybe, just maybe, you'll find a new tool that lights you up and really excites you and helps you connect with your inner knowledge of your own path and the direction that you're going and where you need to be and what you can do to make it even better. So thank you again for being with me. Thank you again for making it so that episode 52, holy cow. And I really hope that you just continue joining us, continue coming back and learning even more. And if you're excited about learning about something new and you have something in your heart or on your mind that you would like to learn a little bit more about and you'd love for us to highlight, you can always go to my website, krystaljakosky.com, and go to my podcast page, and you can fill out a form and submit anything. So I look forward to your responses. I look forward to your feedback, and I look forward to being with you here again next week on Breathe In, Breathe Out. I hope this moment of self-care and healing brought you some hope and peace. I'm Krystal Jakosky on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube, and I hope you check us out and follow along for more content coming soon. I look forward to being with you again here on Breathe In, Breathe Out. Until next time, take care.